Yes. Mhm. You know, presented by, yes. I acknowledge receipt of the copy of this order. Restrained person, protected person. Right. But this says I acknowledge receipt of a copy of this order, signature of petitioner. Right. Printed name, forgery, forgery. Yep. Now, the idea of issuing this for 10 years, using a forgery, right, without the acknowledgement of the petitioner, without consenting, to the complaint, yes, of domestic violence and child abuse. Now, well, you kidnapped my sons. You kidnapped them, yes, in 2011, when I was on supervised probation, and I was not off of supervised probation until they gave me an order that allowed for me to leave Guam. Yeah. Now, when you reissued it, you didn't do what the RCWs require, and I was on trial for the allegation of violating it. Now, when this foreign court order was issued, yes, for the supervised probation, right, and as a condition of that, I was not allowed to contact the petitioner, the complainant, or the five minors named. Yeah. I satisfied the conditions of the court, and as a condition of diversion, my record was expunged. Oh. Now, as much as you want to continue with this belief that I'm just some crazed lunatic, the truth is I'm not. Now, I would say that the mental health evaluations, right, where I wasn't in Sequim, Washington, and the first best evidence was I was on the bus that morning, yes, and I was in the library on December 31st, yes. Your barratry has been used to harass and distress myself, considering the number of times I've went to jail. Yes. The number of times that you refused to admit the evidence that would have exonerated me. Right. And this whole thought that you're going to continue to keep my sons because of your barratry. Now, when you issue a judicial process because of a legal proceeding without the acknowledgement or consent of the complainant, known as the petitioner, and because of your use of forgeries, yes, it's kidnapping. And it happens to be Class A kidnapping. Now, you're misprisioning of all of this kidnapping, yes, because you just would not believe how misprisioning this is. Now, why don't you give me your schools and your educations and your applications for law school? Yes. And your LSATs, and your bar association, your bar, the results of the actual bar test. Then I want to know every person that went to law school, yes, that is no longer practicing law, yes, because they're no longer admitted to a bar association. Now, I want to know all of them, every one of them. See, there's the bar, the oath of the attorney. Yes. That's something that when you get done, yes, there's certain vested powers in you attorneys. Yeah. And it seems that the attorneys of the state of Washington, as many of them as I've emailed, yes, don't believe that this vested power that the police departments have and the sheriffs have, yes, to be able to enforce the laws known as the RCWs, that they're going to get sued, right, for not utilizing the vested power of the attorney oath. Now, you all swore that you would support the laws of the state of Washington. You all swore that you would support the Constitution of the state of Washington. Yes. And you would support the Constitution of the United States. And your willingness to misprison the felony of kidnapping because of the barratry, yes, of issuing court orders without the acknowledgement of the petitioner, and because of the use of felony, I'm going to sue every individual that has sworn that they would support the laws of the state of Washington. and they would support the Constitution of the state of Washington. Yes, and they would support the United States Constitution. Now, for all of you that are practicing law in other states, yes, where you were admitted to the bar because of graduating from an ABA recognized school, yes, that you're going to allow for the misprisioning of kidnapping, yes, because of the barratry of this Washington state court, yes, so that I can continue to experience the distress and the harass of the hate crime conspiracy. Ooch, ooch, ooch. Well, I want every attorney of this great nation to know that.